It's the Pac-Man making his way to the ring, a man that doesn't even need an introduction, an absolute legend. What hasn't Pac-Man done? One of the most recognizable boxers in the history of the sport. He is the Grand Campeon, Julio Cesar Chavez, a man that had 90 professional fights before recording his first loss. Not many fighters in the history of this sport can say that.
Look at this. These fighters are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from General Santos City in the Philippines, truly one of the all-time greats, boxing's first and only 8-division champion of the world, Manny Pacquaio. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 107 career victories. Introducing El Gran Campeón Mexicano, Julio Cesar Chavez.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Which fans are going to be happy, which fans are going to be sad? I don't know, but it's the argument.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. We're expecting an all-action slugfest. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Misses with the straight left. And he scores with the counter. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Beautiful counter shot. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. How about that time counter shot? There was so much hype surrounding this match, I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
You just see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He misses with that straight left. A perfect counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get...
Here we go for round two. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punches actually hurt. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Can't find a home with that jab. That counter shot lands. Your footwork has to be on point when you're fighting a swarmer. If it's not, you're going to get caught in the corner and beaten up.
You fight the Swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter lands. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Julio Cesar Chavez just got rocked. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Just stay focused. Be smart when you go out there.
The bell rings and we start the third. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. They exchange punches. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. When you're training to fight a Swarmer, you've got to focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
Punch, counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That hook just can't find the target. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Well done with that counter shot. All the time. That's a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. There's the bell for round 4. Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. Showing exceptional chins, by the way. He threw a punch and just got countered. There's a counter shot. He misses with that jab. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. With welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
You've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. You make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
but that won't score. And he misses with that straight left. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Nick. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Straight right just misses. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter. Good counter punch. I'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Then step back for just a moment. Nice counter shot. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Nice counter punch. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquaio in that next round. Well, there was no... There's the bell for round 6. But Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power. Julio Cesar Chavez goes down. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Nice. Pacquiao might be in some big trouble here. Is he going to go down? And Manny goes down. I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. 12 start round 7. He had not one but 2 knockdowns in the previous round as both of these fighters went to the canvas.
That was showing the fitness, that is showing the stamina, that is showing the hard work done in the gym. If you can get knocked down and get back up and knock your opponent down, they've got it.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Punch, counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They exchange punches. It's always fascinating to watch 2 good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
It's so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
These punches coming from every angle. Yeah. Did you see that? Well, ay caramba, Julio. Oh my goodness. Chavez is on the canvas. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Got to see that again.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.
I'm Todd Grisham, and welcome inside the Lighthouse Theater. And what a night and what a fight It's the Pac-Man, the only boxer to hold world championships across 4 decades, the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. He is forever one of the all-time greats. It's Eric El Terrible Morales. He defeated 15 world champions during the course of his career, and he's going to try and light up his opponent again tonight.
Just take note, Todd. Check out the reach. Check it out.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from General Santos City in the Philippines, truly one of the all-time greats, boxing's first and only 8-division champion of the world, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, here is the renowned four-division champion of the world, introducing Eric El Terrible Morales.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
This is going to be that
All
fight.
right,
This is what people are going to be talking about forever and a day.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Good shot with the left. Can't find a home for that jab. Good left hand. That counter shot lands. Audience absolutely right on top of you in this very special environment here.
God, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches actually echoes. If you're that fighter coming in, and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well done with that counter shot. Which fighter will say no mas? And he scores with the counter. Misses with the straight left. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. After what we... There's the bell for round two. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. He missed with that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You've got to swarm on your case. You know you've got to fight. You've got to hold him. You've got to tie him up. You've got to lean on him when you come in until the referee makes you break off. But keep your hands high because they will keep punching until that referee said stop.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Every time he throws a punch, oh, Pacquiao is seeing stars after that one. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Being dazed now needs to...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Eric Morales is dazed. And right back into the fray.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be...
Big, deep breaths.
There's the bell to start round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Can't find a home with that jab. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in time.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
Nice counter shot. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Perfect counter lands. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they...
Don't let him back in already.
There's the bell to start round 4. Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter punch right up the middle. And he misses with that straight left. Beautiful counter shot. They exchange punches. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Do you believe what we're seeing? And Morales, he's rocked. We've seen him get out of this kind of trouble before, but he's got his work cut out for him. Looks like trouble was averted.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in the last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far. And there's the bell for round 5. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
That counter punch caught him clean. punching through the straight left, but it won't score. Big hook doesn't land. Punch, counter punch. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them more than happy.
It's all offense all the time. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's a counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. That bell could not have come sooner.
It's a god-awful round.
On to the 6th round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? He threw a punch and just got countered. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot. That jab doesn't find a home. Nice counter shot. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Beautiful counter punch. This round could go either way, 10 seconds to go. It's round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Perfect counter shot. Pacquiao might be in some big trouble here. Is he going to go down? I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because...
And Manny goes down. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points for losing the round.
Pretty good start first half of this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes. Round 8, and we're off again. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Misses with the straight left. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Misses with the straight left. And this wasn't in the game plan. Morales has to find a way out of this. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner?
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Oh, and Morales, can he find a way out now? He is backpedaling quickly. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round.
That jab slipped.
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Beautiful counter punch. They exchange punches. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Pacquiao goes to the canvas. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You still want to fight?
Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. You've got to wonder how...
Back on the job. That was a terrible...
This is the 10th. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nice counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. Nope, that jab not going to score. Is Pacquiao going to go down after that shot? Disaster averted.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Have to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And this wasn't in the game plan. Morales has to find a way out of this. Now they're right back into the fray.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you'll get caught a lot more at the end.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. For round 11. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Do you believe what we are seeing? He threw a punch and just got countered. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
He misses with that straight left. Good counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round.
Just get your breath back. Good work.
And there's the bell to start round 12. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Catch and shoot. A perfect counter lands. A straight right just misses. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Morales, he's rocked. We've seen him get out of this kind of trouble before, but he's got his work cut out for him. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Done with that counter shot. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan, and what a result.
It's the Pac-Man. What a career he's had. Awarded Fighter of the Year multiple times and the only 8-division world champion in boxing history. There can only be one, Lomachenko, one of the most technically skilled fighters in all of boxing. No one moves around the ring like Lomachenko.
Oh, pure bad blood.
And with that, let's go into the ring and the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from General Santos City in the Philippines, truly one of the all-time greats, boxing's first and only 8-division champion of the world, Manny Pacquaio. Fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the 2-time Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, a tremendous 3-division champion of the world, Vasily Lomachenko.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Nice counter shot. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Well done with that counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Beautiful counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Catch and shoot. He got out of the way of that right hook. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it's...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Uh-oh, Lomachenko just got rocked. And hold that thought. Down goes Lomachenko. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Talk about Loma in that last round.
Relax.
On to the second round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Perfect counter lands. Misses with the straight left. Do you believe what we are seeing? How about that time counter shot? Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Those counter punches have to hurt. When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut will probably come in handy.
Swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee just picked up and sting you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is a real...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Lomachenko in trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That could never happen.
And he misses with that straight left. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Lomachenko in trouble. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. And there's the bell for round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won it hands down.
That counter punch caught him clean. Nice defense on that hook. Do you believe this? Nice counter shot. They blocked the left there. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The right hook misses. Blocks the left uppercut. Nice counter. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Good counter punching. Both men step back for just a moment. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Back at it in round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Uh-oh. Lomachenko just got rocked. Lomachenko on the canvas. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
A shot from the gods took him out.
It's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
A perfect counter shot. Good counter punch. We've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's time for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. You've heard the phrase, finding a second. Hold that thought! Is Pacquiao going to go down after that shot? Has somehow weathered the storm.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Lomachenko is buzzed. Talk about low. Time for the 5th round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Punch, counter punch. That hook one. Whoa, wait a minute. Lomachenko in trouble. It appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
3 days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Stamina is off the charts. Lomachenko goes down. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We continue.
They're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Lomachenko is buzzed. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least... Here we go in the 6th round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
There's a counter shot. Lomachenko, heavy punches send Vasily Lomachenko down. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
What happened? You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.